Hey, what's up YouTube? This is We All Juggle Knives with a review of the Nitecore Concept 1 flashlight. This is a very compact, everyday carry light, new light from Nitecore, maximum lumens 1800, and the length of this light, I measured it around 4.4 inches, so it's pretty much very compact and very bright. Now here are the stats on the light. As you can see, it has 5 brightness levels. That's the maximum, and it has the run times there. It takes one 18650 battery or two CR123 batteries, and the max beam distance 220 meters. The light comes with some spare O-rings, a lanyard, as well as this belt holster, and it also comes with the that pocket clip, which is screwed on. Basic operation of this light: to turn it on, you just press this side switch. Now this has mode memory, so it'll come on in whatever brightness level it was turned off in. To turn the light off, you just press that again. Now to select one of 5 brightness levels, you turn it on, but you hold the switch down like so. And it will cycle through. Right, it's cycling through all 5 of the brightness levels. That's the lowest. And it'll memorize. Alright, so when I turn it on again, it'll be in the lowest. There you go. Now when this is on, it also has basically momentary on with turbo. So if I press and hold this, it'll shortcut to turbo, but only as long as I have that pressed down. Now if you double tap this, it'll go to the ultra low mode from off. Okay, it's going to go to ultra low. Just for reading. If you triple tap from off, it'll go directly to turbo. Like so. Now when it's on, if you triple tap, it will strobe. Strobe warning. And there is the strobe. Now from strobe, if you hold it down, it'll go to the SOS mode, and it'll go to, if you hold it down again, it'll go to the beacon mode. Alright, so 3 special modes. Now that was the normal mode cycle. It also has a second mode cycle, and the main difference is that in the normal mode cycle, if you triple tap from off, you will get directly to turbo. But in the other mode cycle, if you do that, it'll go directly to strobe. And this brings us to the battery. Let's see what I am using. It takes one 18650, and I am using a Nitecore. Now this is the battery that came with my Nitecore TM03, but I knew that because it's such a high drain battery, it would also work in this light. So yeah, you can use that in this light. You basically need a high drain battery for this light, okay? A high amp battery such as this, or other Nitecores, or just a high drain battery of any brand. Now this has a built-in voltage indicator. When you first put in the battery and screw the cap on, it will blink the voltage. Let's do that now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's getting 3.9 volts currently. Okay, let's go outside and demonstrate this light, and then we'll come back for final thoughts on the Nitecore Concept 1. Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm out here with this Nitecore light, and this is the brightest mode, the 1800 lumens. Let's cycle through the modes, or the brightness levels. And one more time. Right, so it's got 5 brightness levels, and this is the brightest. That is pretty darn bright, I must say. Now this also has a shortcut to the low mode with a double tap. And this also has strobe and beacon and SOS. So let's cycle through those now. Strobe warning. Wow, that's pretty disorienting. There is the strobe. That's the SOS. And this is the beacon mode, just every 5 seconds. And back to that turbo mode. Yeah, that is definitely pretty damn bright. And here's a top view of the beam shot of this Nitecore light, and it is extremely bright. I mean, you can see there's just like a river of light. We're on the old wood bench. Yeah, it's pretty bright for an EDC light, I must say. Alright, we are in the second story window overlooking the backyard with this Nitecore light. So there you go, this is the Nitecore light at the, doing the backyard security mission. Hey, what's up YouTube? We're out on the road field testing this Nitecore light. Now as you can see, it's raining a little bit, and I didn't plan it that way, but whatever. I mean, that's why, you know, realistic field conditions. Let's go check out the creek. And here it is on the banks overlooking Frog Creek. Yes, well, this is what the creek looks like when it's raining, and the creek is flowing strong, obviously. And I think of this as kind of an EDC light, but, you know, if you wanted to use it as a hiking and camping light, well, you see how much it lights up. I mean, it does pretty well. And we are back. Okay, let's talk price. The normal price on this light is around $65. But with the discount that Banggood is offering, the price is going to be about $20 less. Right? So from $65 to around $45. That is a very good deal, especially for a Nitecore, so check out the text description box for that discount code. Now let's do pros and cons for this light. Let's do the criticisms first. Well, first thing is the pocket clip. You know, it's screwed on and you can unscrew it and remove it, but it's a little less convenient than the ones that you can just pull on and off. Now about this side switch, the reason they make it like this is because it's easier to find by touch in the dark. However, this configuration also makes it easier to accidentally activate the light. Now, it's not going to accidentally turn on if you just, if you hit it really quickly, it won't turn on. But if you were, to lean against something, right, for, you know, almost a second, it would accidentally turn on. Another thing that I don't really like about the light, but that you might like, is that it has a magnet. Now, that does have its uses. I mean, I know a lot of plumbers who have a light like this, and they'll just stick it wherever they need to stick it to give them light. But the reason I don't like a magnet in the tail cap is because when I put this in my pocket, anything else that's metal is going to stick to it, like car keys and so forth. And another criticism of this light is that when it's in the turbo mode, which is quite bright, the light gets hot really quickly. Like within 30 seconds, you're definitely going to feel the heat, and within a minute, it's going to be starting to get pretty uncomfortable. Right, so that it is really bright, but it's like a burst mode. You know, so yeah, it gets hot quickly. Another drawback of the light is the inability to use just regular 18650 batteries. It needs high amp batteries, so it's not compatible with all 18650s. And finally, the interface is a little bit weird. The fact that you have to hold the switch down when you first turn it on in order to select the brightness level. And once it's on, if you hold it down, it does not cycle through the modes. That's a little strange, so that will take some getting used to. And now the good points about this light. Well, it is extremely bright. For a light that only takes one battery and that is less than 4.5 inches, so it is extremely bright compared to competing lights of the same configuration and around the same size. Basically, if you want something that's extremely bright but will easily fit in your pocket, you can carry every day, this is something you might want. The other selling point is the price, you know, especially considering the discount. I mean, getting this for $40-something. Now, this is not really one of Nitecore's tactical lights. It's more for everyday carry. They have a whole other series of lights that are made for hunters and made to use with firearms and made for basically SWAT team guys. This is not one of those lights, you know, it doesn't have a strike bezel or things like that. However, it is so bright that you could easily use this to basically blind an opponent or someone who means you harm. Alright, so final conclusions on this light. It's got a lot of things that I would change, but at the same time, it's compact, it's bright, and if you can get it for under $50, that's a very good deal. Alright, so I will include a link and the discount code. Check out the text description box. I hope you enjoyed this review. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Lights. I'm out.